How y'all doing out there? I want to welcome y'all back. Welcome some of y'all for the first time. Beach Remain Airy Podcast. I'm your host. Some folks call me Trey. Other people call me Tremaine. No matter what you call me, as long as you call me. Here for another live reaction watch along. This time featuring WWE Battleground. Thank you so much for your continued support of my YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that bell and subscribe. While you're up there, like and comment on the videos and follow me on all your social media accounts. Hope y'all are having a great holiday weekend. Be safe out there. Have fun. Any minute now, we're going to go live on Peacock for the premium live event. Yeah. You know what it is. I'm excited. There's going to be a bunch of big matches tonight. We got the first time the TNA Championships defended on the WWPLE. Jordan Grace versus the Death a Cure for that championship. A lot of big matches happening on the for tonight. And right now, we're going to go live on Peacock, baby. Any second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Then, now, woo! If you smell forever. It's time to skip the intro, but together. Then, now, forever, together. Let's go. Like I said, don't forget, y'all hit the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell your friend, tell your neighbor. Even if you don't watch wrestling, subscribe. Even if you don't even watch my stream, just subscribe to it. I would do the same for anybody that asked me. But that's the kind of good natured person that I am. I think I might drop my NXT belt while I watch the show tonight. I normally don't wear one while I watch the show, but tonight it's a big night. So let's go. Hey, boss man, do you still believe? Talk about the Trent Williams and Joe Hendry match that happened in some nights. That's a lot of build up in that match too. This is about to be good. I'm excited. Coming off of a big Saturday night's main event, Under Siege from TNA was on Friday. Been a big weekend wrestling, man. I'll tell you. Trent Williams. You know Booker T gonna be on one tonight. That dude's always wild now. I didn't say he did. I try to censor myself on the streams. I know any and everybody can be watching me. Even though I cuss like a sailor. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check. I cuss like a sailor. Check, check, 1, 2. Looking good. Stream's looking good. Got my shake myself up this morning, so my face is looking right. Never forget that one dude I worked with said I walked into work that day with that I was looking rough, like I just woke up under a bridge. I had so much facial hair all matted up, filled up. Man, you need to do something with your face. You need to trim it. The first thing people gonna see is your face. Whatever get that boy told me that. I was looking rough before I shake this morning. But sometimes I get like that. I just don't care. Who am I trying to impress? Just myself. I impress myself just by waking up every day. Just by surviving another day. Anyway, they're showing the preview of the match right now. That's what I'm glad. I'm gonna wear my NXT belt. You can see it on the side plate and in my chest. That's kind of cool. Did not do that on purpose. That was completely coincidental. Jordan Grace, that is the juggernaut. Thanks for the like. I see somebody like this video. I appreciate you. Whoever that was, whichever it was, I'll shout you out. Let's go. I gotta do some research real quick because I don't know that guy's name from the code. Every other superstar competing tonight, I can call their match because I know their name, except for that one guy. I know Brooks Jensen. I know Sean Spears and Izzo, not Izzo, but Izzy Dane. So Ruka's starting us out. So we're starting out with the women's North American Championship, her and Kalani Jordan. Let's go. Of course, Zaria's accompanying rings, pushing her while she's on a roller skate to the ring. Let's go. You know how I love my women's matches, so I'm so glad they're starting us out with this one. I can watch some girls wrestle all night long. And I'm wearing this hat on purpose, my bad blood hat, because there's a lot of bad blood going on in this show tonight between Trick and Joe, Stacks and Angelo, Tony D. This match opening us up. Hey, Kalani Jordan and Sol Ruka got a lot of bad blood. Which, fun fact, I went to Bad Blood in Atlanta last year. That's why I got this heading from. That's when I met Bailey. Anywhere. This could very much be a main event. It was right on that one. This is about to be good. Every single match has just got the makings of an instant classic. Every single one of them. Let's get my shades off for this one. See the hotties. Where it start us out by saying, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. Especially Soul Ruthless. Out of the three, she was the one to me. That's just me though. That's just me. Everybody got their own things and what they're into. So between Zarya, Soul, and Kalani, Soul Ruthless, I'm just one of the whole. In the ring right now, currently, that's just me. I know I probably shouldn't be talking like that, but I'm a man. I have weaknesses. I can't help what I like, what I don't like. Ring the bell. Let's go. So Ruka with the war paint, I like that. That face paint she got going on. Waist slap applied by Soul. Blinded counters. They're filling each other out, hitting the ropes, dodging each other's attacks. Drop kick evaded by Kalani. Back elbow puts Soul on the ground. Hits the ropes, jumps over Soul. Soul leaps over her. Kalani leaps over her. Like I said, back and forth, they're just dancing around pretty much. Poetry in motion, telling the story. Showing their athleticism, showing off that athleticism, how they're able to dance with each other like that. That's what the applauding, absolutely. What do you mean don't do it? They got respect like that. They just handshake clean. Yeah, I know it's gonna be clean. And then, oh, So puts Kalani down the back. Now she's grabbing the back like a surfboard. Tried to kick her. Kalani caught it. Oh, a huge forearm. Shook. So Irish whip countered by Soul. He frogged over. Tried to frog. Yeah. It's like an STF that she's got to fight on for right now. Only one counter. So switch legs up from Kalani. Kicks her in the face. So got her up in a stalling suplex. A standing stalling suplex. She's still holding her up in there, balancing her vertical completely. And now she finally drops her from and then a nice kick up from Soul. And then a moonsault like Meteora type deal. We got a 2 count. Kalani counters it, gets a 2 count of her own. Soul bends her. Another 2 count. Near fall after near fall. They just keep on trying to. I've been told, I haven't never wrestled before, but I've been told it takes a lot of energy just to kick out. Oh, Kalani rolled up again. Only got a 2. Yeah. They set the tone for the night really well. Oh, huge shot to the face. That right kick to Kalani Jordan's side of her face was huge. Oh, and then she not slowed down off the springboard. And then springboard drops the leg on the back of her neck. 1, 2, 2, 3. So kicks out at 2. So I need Jordan now. Trying for a suplex over him. Nope, full counters. But then Kalani countered the counter. Sends her shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Now she's got her up into a Northern Lights suplex in the 10. Only got a 2 count. So kick that at 2 from that. So trying to face the separation. Punches to the gut of Kalani. Oh, Kalani with a huge knee straight to her chest. Irish whips her to the corner. Still tries to leapfrog over her. Kalani counters it. Cool looking move to Planet Soul flat back on the mat. 1, 2, 2, squeeze. Soul kicked out at 2. Now, Kalani Jordan with an arm lock, a leg lock. Working on that left leg of Soul. Trying to take the ground. Trying to ground it. They always say it's like no bigger than take their limits out so they can't stand. That's what Kalani's trying to do with this single submission. Put her back to the center as she was trying to get her ropes. Trying to roll Soul in this thing. Soul finally breaks free. Kalani pins her. 1, 2, 2, squeeze. Soul kicks out at 2. Counter the move. Soul out in the apron. That right. Gets to the face. Kalani leap to the top rope. Soul still out on the apron. Springboard to that are both on the top rope. Kalani on the top turnbuckle, Soul on the top rope. Pitch hit her with an X Factor off the top rope. Wow. Planet Kalani face first in the ring with authority. This for the replay was so brutal. Dang, I ain't never seen it like that. Dang. So much hype. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. We're only 15 minutes into the show, not even, they're already chanting, this is awesome. Soul with a huge running back elbow to Kalani in the corner. And has her on her back and drops her flat on the mat in the middle of the ring. Hits the ropes. Oh, a huge running knee strike that's the chest of Kalani Jordan, who rolls out onto the apron so she can't be pinned. Kick to the head, dodged by Soul, but then tries to shoulder tackle. Kalani counters it, kicks her in the head, sends her out onto the apron with her. Now Kalani trying for a fisherman suplex on the apron. Soul counters it. Now with a couple of elbows in the right hand. So throws her over the top, over the top, back in the ring, but Kalani landing on her feet. She tries for a roundhouse, misses the roundhouse, but then hits the insecurity on Soul, who falls out onto the floor. And now Kalani Jordan leaps out onto the apron, springboard, moonsault, connected with Soul on the floor. Poetry in motion, like I always say, especially when they go high flying like that. It takes a lot of emphasis and the skill to do that. She's eyeballing Zarya, taking her focus off of Soul, which is a rookie mistake she should not be making. Kalani to the top rope. Tries for the Hurricane Rana, but Soul catches him. And then, counter. I Soul, with a huge, like a backstabber, modified backstabber, they're calling it. So now, because Kalani's on the floor, thinking of a high risk mover, hits the ropes, cartwheels, leapfrogs over the top rope, moonsault, dropping Kalani, and then kicks up immediately after the move hit on the floor. Wow. NXT, chanting with the crowd. So springboard, splash, 1, 2, sweet. Kalani Jordan kicks out at 2. So still in control of the match. Has Kalani up in a fireman's carry. Calling her shot pointing to the turnbuckle. But Kalani DDT countered it. Countered him with a DDT. And now she's going to the top rope. Gotta remember, Kalani knows how to fly high too. What she got in mind? A frog splash. 1, 2, sweet. Skull kicked out. 1, 2, sweet. Pin up. 1, 2. Why would she try to pin her 2 more times after the first failed attempt? Is it beyond me? So that's just going back to the top rope. Kalani Jordan, that is. This time Soul hits her in the face, stops her in the tracks. Goes up to the second rope. While Kalani's on the second rope outside of the ring on the apron part. Clubbing each other on the back of the head, back of the neck. Is this going to be a reverse Hurricane Rana attempt by Kalani Jordan? That's what we actually said. No. They call it Poison Rana, but there's no poison. That's why I call it a reverse Hurricane Rana. And she hit it. No, but Soul landed on her feet. Spear. Almost speared Kalani out her boots. 1, 2, sweet. Kalani Jordan kicks out at 2. Wow. That huge 5-star fall splash was pretty too. And then that spear, Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker-esque spear by Soul Ruka. Crowd again chanting, "This is awesome." The second "This is awesome" chant this match already. And she tried for the Soul Snatcher, but Kalani countered. Soul up to the top rope now. Kalani kicks her in the head, stops her on the top. Both slugging it out on the top rope again. Jockeying for position. What is this? Spanish fly? Kalani Jordan hit a Spanish fly off the top rope. 1, 2, sweet. Soul Ruka kicks out at 2. Wow. High flying, fast paced action in this match right here to start us out on Battleground. Like I always say, I'd rather watch girls wrestling their underwear than men wrestling theirs any day. Oh, Kalani Jordan with a huge kick to the face of Faluka twice, 3 times. Soul kicks out of it, kicks her in the back of the shoulder blades. Huge right forearm from Kalani. Back elbow from Soul. Chop to the chest from Kalani. Chop to the chest from Soul. Back and forth, these women are going blow for blow, shot for shot. Oh, a super kick from Soul. Not good. Oh, for a second. Then Kalani Jordan counters that move, puts Soul in the back. Then now Zarya interfered in the match and rolled Soul out of the way before Kalani could hit the move. And the ref saw it, and she's probably about to get ejected. Yep, she's gone. Ref's kicking her away from ringside because she interfered in the match and got caught. So, and now behind Soul's back, look at that. What's you call it? A home run slide from the inside of the ring to the outside by Kalani Jordan. Baseball slide. There we go. Baseball slide. Put Kalani from Soul on the. Man, I'm so excited about this. Oh, she's about to hit that Soul Snatcher, but Kalani caught her again. Oh, right forearm to Soul in the corner. Puts her up on the top rope. Kalani Jordan now planning another high risk maneuver. Why do I sense a Soul Snatcher off the top rope coming? Headbutt from Soul puts her on the mat. Now Soul up on the top rope with her back to Kalani. A Soul Snatcher. I called it. That is it. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Soul Ruka for the win. And still, I said that to him. Like, why do I feel a Soul Snatcher off the top rope coming? And then 2 seconds later, Soul Snatcher off the top rope. And she retained her title. I could feel it in my bones. I could tell that she was setting it up. I've been watching wrestling too long to not see that coming out of the way. That was pretty too. That Soul Snatcher off the top rope, work of art. I'm glad Soul won. That's my girl. She got them 2 belts. She need to hang on to them for a while. I now don't need to beat her for that speed championship. God, the impact of that Soul Snatcher though. Every time, especially off the top rope like that. Jeez. And she replayed it twice. If it was that nice, you got to see it twice. Wow. Well deserved. Way to go, Soul. I'm still waiting on Zarya to turn her back on Soul Ruka. I'm still surprised that she's just not wanting a title shot, not wanting to, walk around there and act like she don't want that belt just over her shoulder. I wouldn't be surprised if Zarya turns her back on Soul as part of the storyline that needs to come. Normally, friendships like that don't last in WWE. It's rare that they do, but most of the time they end fisticuffs. So Ruka, so cool. I can't believe I still have a hard time believing she's half white, half black. I had no idea. She looks like she's completely 100% Caucasian, just with a nice tan. But she is mixed, as mixed can be. What we got next? The replaying last Tuesday night. We did this. Josh Briggs versus Sean Spears. Linda Cullen interfered with the match. The shenanigans cost him the victory. Yeah, it ain't gonna be like that tonight. I mean, Izzy Dame's still gonna be a wild card. That what I'm saying, she's gonna be the advantage. She's probably gonna be the difference maker unless they can find a female to come out there with pink and tank to even it out. was when Bedlam just happened next this past Tuesday when Hank attacked him and had to back him up. And that's when the match for tonight was made official. But like I said, they still need another. They need a woman out there with them. Like I don't know who they could get. Like another shoulder cut. They need a woman out there to equalize its game, to neutralize her. Which one's what's that dude's name? I know it's just what's that other dude with the mohawk? Not Sean Spears, the other guy with the mohawk. Name's Tank. And I drive up. Hey, woo! 10 cool points. Anybody with this? Nico Vance. That's the dude's name. I, was, I knew this dude was Brooks Jensen. He was part of that tag team with Fallon Henley and Josh Briggs. I'm not a fan of the coach, but I'm not often fans of him. I respect him, but I don't like him. He cheat and badmouth the crowd and talk smack about people. I'm not showing Jordan Grace talking to Ava. Who's that with? Who's that in between them? Dallas. Whoever Dallys, Dallas, whoever this chick is. I'm sorry, who? As dude that used to say, who? Oh, but that's Mike Santana. I know who that is talking to Sarah Scriber. Mike Santana from TNA. Oh, I don't think Mike Santana, that dude. Now he gets approached by the no quarter catch crew. I'm trying to figure out who those girls are standing behind. Like Tatum Patsy, I think. Yeah. Like JC Jane and Fallon Henley standing behind him talking. Yes, definitely JC Jane and Fallon Henley standing off in the back running behind this interview. Not a fan of no quarter catch for either. Other than the girl with them, I like them. No contest. If that's the match on NXT that's coming Tuesday, Mike Santana's gonna go through him like a hot knife through butter, yo. No contest. Unless no quarter catch crew likes to cheat like they always do on the factories. That's the only way he gonna win. No quarter catch crew do some shenanigans. And even then, he might still win because it's Mike Santana. He beat the system. He beat the Northern Armory all by himself. So if he can do it with them, he can do it with no quarter crash. And now we got Cullen making their way to the win. Boo these men! Boo! Cullen sucked. I like Sean Spears better when he was Todd Dillon with a perfect team. Anybody remember that? Those days, we would walk around there with a scorecard of a 10. He would just, as part of his ring entrance, pull it out of nowhere and hold it up. But I already know he probably likes this character a lot better because it's a heel. I've been told by, I haven't been told personally by it, but hearing other wrestlers talk, like, especially on Francine's podcast, Concept Theory, I've been told by listening to the podcast that wrestlers prefer to be a heel role because it's funner. They're more their authentic selves and enjoy it more than being a face. Now we got Hank the Tank and Bruce Jensen. No, Bruce Jensen will have a separate interest. Just a tag team championship right now. Oh, there he is. Bruce Jensen did come up with it. Josh Berry, but Bruce Jensen's already in the ring. Here we go. Have a good night together. More later this evening. Book crack me up. Concern themselves with business that don't concern them. His motto is his little catchphrase is cracking me up. Ring the bell. We're starting it out with Briggs and what's his name, Nico Vance. Irish whip counter, ducks clothesline twice from, and then he hits him with a huge clothesline and drops Nico Vance into the mat. Backed him up into the corner where the Hank the Tank is. Tags in Tank. Tank sends him head first into the turnbuckle. Gets a head full of steam, and then it splashes him in the corner. Blind tag from Hank, who does the same, and then Bulldogs. Bulldogs in the middle, and now they got the meat in the middle. But he rolls out of the way, onto the floor, avoid the counter. And now the rest of the Cullen come rushing up toward him, and they duck him out onto the floor, hit the ropes, and then double missile suicide dives, and then Briggs off of the top rope does a high risk maneuver as well. Tandem offense from Hank Tank and Briggs. Actually went off the apron and shoulder tackled Sean Spears at the same time as those double missile suicide dives on the apron. Hank taking the fight. Thing that closed the tab. Having the cheek to see his name on the paper because I'm not a fan favorite now. So, oh God, he just sent Hank hurling into the ring post. Oh wow, with authority, that looked nasty. That noise, you hear that sound? That was his head colliding with the ring post. Now Jensen in the ring taking the fight to Hank. European uppercut. Setting him up for a suplex in the middle of the ring. Tries to pin him. 1, 2, 2, 3. Hank kicks out of 2. Tag made to, what is this dude? I don't forgot. Nico Vance here. Assistant. Scoop slam. No, he throws him snake eyes in the corner. I got him backed up into the corner with the rest of the color, putting their boots to him. Trying to get Hank back into this match and go make a tag to somebody. To the ropes. And counters it, rolls him up. 1, 2, 2, 3. Nico kicks out of 2. Then shoulder tackles Hank to the mat. Tag the strong spears. Controlling Hank in the middle of the ring, stomping him in the midsection. Another stomp to his gut. And he's just working that abdomen even more. And then he stomps him in the head. Picks Hank up off the mat. Taunting Tank. Doing his own taunt against him. Oh, and that fired up Hank who hits him with a huge right hand. Tagged up Nico. Kicks him off so he can try to make the tag. Tag to Briggs. Not Briggs. Brooks Jensen. Not Brooks Jensen. Just Briggs. Yeah, it is Brooks Jensen. Oh, and then he hit Briggs off the apron onto the floor. Back body drop from Hank to Jensen. He's just the arms length away from tagging the tank. Hot tag the tank just got made. Shaw Spears in for the other team. Boom, Hank hits him with a tank hits him with a clothesline, and then a shot to the face, another clothesline to Briggs. Briggs. I always get them mixed up. They used to be tag team. Oh, a huge throw. He sends Jensen out onto the apron. Nico Vance gets a right forearm for his trouble. Now he's on the apron. Tank with a senton, not a senton, but a rolling cannonball to the floor on Nico Vance. Springboard, shoulder tackle to Shaw Spears in the ring. Tank now puts him up on the top rope. Brings in, huge boot to the face of Nico Vance, and then he slams Jensen. Actually, a back body drop on Jensen. Tag made to Tank, or to Hank. Now, Hank and Tank on the top rope with Shaw Spears. Boy, I see Briggs out of nowhere. Tags in himself after the superplex. Double superplex from Hank and Tank to Shaw Spears. And then off the top ropes, Nico Vance and Jensen hit a double headbutt off the top rope. Now a moonsault from Briggs to Shaw Spears. 1, 2, 2, 3. But everybody coming in to break it up. That was a lot of action going on in a little bit of time. Yeah, that moonsault by Briggs. Normally we're used to seeing that from cruiserweights, the smaller guys. But that dude, huge. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Yep. Back elbow to Jensen and Nico Vance. Oh, huge super kick from Shaw Spears to Briggs, who tags in Tank. Jensen in for the other team. Kicks him in the chest. Kicks Tank in the chest, that is. And he's got him up in like a GTS almost. Tags in Nico Vance. Jensen going to the top rope. Vance has him up in like a powerbomb position. Briggs up on the apron, trying to cause a distraction. Oh, Sean Spears with a suicide dive puts Briggs out on the floor. And then he stomps Tank while he was up in the Dominator. 1, 2, 2, 3. Because Hank just barely got in there and broke it up. The ref should, for all intents and purposes, that should have been a 3 count. You can see the ref was stalling out. Like, even the crowd was doing that. That should have been a 3. Yeah, crowd chanting ref yourself. Yeah, because that was kind of sloppy on the ref spot. I mean, I don't know who goofed on that, but that part was kind of sloppy. Now, Hank pulled Nico out to the floor, sent him headfirst into the ring post. Off the top rope, Hank sends Jensen flying to the middle of the ring. Goes to clothesline. Clotheslines Jensen over the top rope to the floor. He goes flying out to the floor himself. Hank and Tank now. About to hit a double clothesline. Double shoulder tackle to Sean Spears on the floor. Now Brooks Jensen, and in the ring right now, these two have no love lost. There's bad blood between them two. He slams Jensen to the ring, splashes him. Nice signal for something big. So Sean Spears gets on the apron, causes a deflection, grabbing him by the hand, and behind the ref's back, Izzy Dane kicks him in the shoulder. Now, 1, 2, 2, 3. Jensen tried to pin him, but only got a 2 count on Briggs after the distraction from Izzy Dane. Brooks moves out of the way, and then clotheslines the head off of Jensen after that Irish whip rebound. Now he tags in Hank. Clotheslines Nico Vance off the apron onto the floor. Tag made the Tank. Now they're going to do their signature tag team finish. On Jensen in the middle of the ring. Boom. Then another tag team. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Brooks Jensen and Hank and Tank for the win. Izzy thinks in the woman head because she can't believe they lost, even though she tried to cheat now. Fix my head. Much. Because y'all remember I'm seeing the screen after the whole time. Oh, and now they're sore losers, so they're fighting after the match. Nico Vince and Nicole. Sore losers. They can't take the L and go home. They gotta sit there and attack somebody after the match. Oh, who grabbed the steel chair from Izzy Dane though? Somebody stopped her from grabbing. Oh, it's the dude that went to Japan. He's back. His Briggs in the Mora. The guy that was Briggs' tag team the guy that was Briggs' tag team partner who went to Japan is back. And even in the odds against the color, good stuff. In the Mora is back. And now they're quadruple teaming Brooks Jensen right now. Close and it took Briggs close out and over the top of the lead. Them standing in the middle of the ring. Hank Tank in the Mora and Briggs. Thornton, the Collins after the match attack. The bellies. Now tag team partners reunited. Yeah. Aw, they're hugging, like my ex used to say. Now we we got boo Ethan Page talking to Sarah Scrapper. Ethan Page, boo, boo this man, boo. I gotta use my text on Battleground this week. Watching Battleground, I gotta play Battleground on WWE Super. I got like two attacks left. We're gonna lose, but I got two attacks. Ava, shut him down. Good. Please silence the news. So we can hear his voice more. 5 minutes to use my 5 minutes. You know what's going on. Bruh, two attacks. We're gonna lose by like 2,000 points if I do two attacks. Oh, well, it is what it is. Well, that's something that's happening in Girls Collide. The advertisement for WWE 2K25. Have a live gameplay watch along after Battleground. This dude to keep wanting to play freaking my GM remotely. So I have to type in his plug in all his match gameplay. It's so annoying, but I do it anyway. That's the nice guy that I am. It'd be different if we had in the same room. I had my controller, somebody else had their controller, playing my GM that way. This person's on the other side of the globe, wanting me to sign his matches for him, book his promos. It's a lot. And it's, anyway, I couldn't complain. I'm reasons to complain. 3 minutes to use two attacks. Then do it again. 14 brand new events, nowhere near North Carolina. Thanks, WWE. Help me save money, I guess. Tony Stack. Oh, that's Tony Stack. Tony D. Vignette. Adriana Rizzo. She's another cutie. What is your right hand, man? I guess this match is next. This is the rivalry coming to a head as well. Messed up the dark statement. So Yeah, that was a huge match. Dark State versus the D'Angelo family at Stanton Trouble. That's when he turned over. I got a bad feeling about this match. If it was an even one-on-one match, Tony D would win. But I feel like Luca Crucifino is going to come in the match and get involved in double team with Tony D. That's my prediction. It's going to start out one-on-one, nobody at ringside. And during the match, Luca Crucifino is going to come out there and cause some shenanigans, costing Tony D the match. That's my prediction for this. Could be wrong, but we ain't seen Luca Crucifino since everything went down. To be honest, we ain't seen Adriana Rizzo either. Like I said, and that Tony D coming out by himself. Granted, best is his royalty over nothing in the back. If anybody's seeing red right now, it is me, literally. Let's see if I'm right with my prediction. Start out one-on-one, somewhere toward the end of the match. Luca Crucifino's will come out there and blindside Tony D and cost him the match. And he might come out there and blindside Stacks and be on Tony D's side, but my gut telling me it's going to be on Stacks. Ring the bell. Yo, Tony D versus Stacks right now. Probably coming to a head. This has been boiling for months. Firmly behind Tony D'Angelo. Oh, he slapped. What did the five fingers say to Stack's face? Slap! And now Tony D pummeling him, just dropping huge right hands to his face, kneeing him in the chest. Irish whips, shoulder, clotheslines him to the mat. And then he clotheslines him over the top rope to the floor. Tony D is fired up, as he should be. Now, Stacks tries to hang him up on the top rope. Tony D counters it, and arm grabs him back into the ring. Just aggressively taking control of the match is Tony D. Oh, until that big right shot to the midsection. And then the elbow to the back of the head, elbows to the back of the head from Stacks. Front face off, by Stacks. Tony D, back body drops from the count. Hits the ropes, huge jumping right fist to the face of Stacks. Now, controlling Stacks still until he gets kicked in the face with that counter. And then ducks the clothesline from Stacks. Belly to belly, suplexes him over the top rope to the floor, goes Stacks. You can see the look of anger on Stacks, or Tony D's face. And then he running clotheslines him on the floor, right in front of the announcer's table. Stacks gets sent back first into the apron. Then back first into the barricade, goes Stacks. Tony D rolls in, rolls out so he can break him off 10 count. Stacks trying to go over the guardrail into the crowd. Tony D sends him shoulder first into the ring post. Oh, words from Tony D right there. Oh, but then Stacks counters it and sends him into the ring post. Like rip first, something like that. And then he drop kicks him into the steel steps. Then that first shot hit it with the rib first into the point of the cage or the steps. And then he sends him rib first into the apron, working on the ribs and abdomen of Tony D. Still working, kicking him in the ribs, kneeing him in the ribs, working on the ribs and midsection of Tony D'Angelo. Making it hard for him to breathe. This time, Tony D caught the kick. And then a right forearm from Stacks sends him into the corner. Now Stacks with midsection, shoulder to the midsection. Punch, still working on the ribs and the lower abdomen. Tony D, a little more damage. Tony D, back first on the bottom turnbuckle. Stacks with a rolling senton. Then tries to pin him. One, two, sweet. Tony D kicks out for two. Favoring them ribs because he doesn't, especially when it started with the steel steps. One of the steel steps is what started this whole thing. And now he's doing an abdominal stretch, putting the elbow to his ribs while he's got it on. Crowd clapping. trying to get Tony D back into the match. Nope. And he's got him in another submission in the middle of the ring, squeezing his legs around his ribs, trying to do more damage than he already doing. Now, Stacks chopping him in the chest while he's got the leg scissors on. Oh, now fired up Tony D is choking him back, breaking the hold, pounding and grounding Stacks. Right forearm, 3 or 4 of those, breaks the hold, got some separation, hits the ropes, back to the rib goes Stacks. And then he insecurity kicks him in the side of the head. Hits the ropes. Actually, bad up in the corner. And then hits him with a drops a knee to the back of his head. 1, 2, 2, 3. Tony D kicks out of 2. That move. Very innovative move, that knee strike to the back of his head. It's almost like a curb stomp, but he uses his knee to stomp him down instead of his foot. He's trying to choke him out in the bottom rope, but Tony D's fighting his way back and breaks the hold, chops him in the chest. Tries to punch him. Tony D counters him with a belly-to-belly suplex. And his leg got caught up on the rope on the way down. Let's go, Tony. Right hand by Stacks, countered by right hand from Tony D. Same thing. Tony D punched him in the face. Punch, punch, punch. Like this. Oh, another belly-to-belly suplex. Another belly-to-belly. Just throwing Tony D around, or Stacks around the ring like this. And then a spine buster plants Stacks in the middle of the ring. Crowd strongly behind Tony D'Angelo. I was going in a front face up. Punches Stacks in the midsection 4 or 5 times. It just tosses him to the middle of the ring head fake after the last punch to the midsection. Now Tony D, like for Fishman suplex, Stacks counters with a 2 to the midsection. And another insecurity. Tony D down there on knee. Stacks hits the ropes, tries for that knee strike again, but Tony D countered it. And now seems like it's a try for a German suplex. So much power and strength on display from Tony D'Angelo right there with that German suplex. And 1, 2, 2, 3. Stacks kicks out of it. Tries for a scribble. Channing Stacks the info counters it with a submission, dropping elbows to the top of his head. But now, oh, more power and strength on display from Tony D as he lifts him up and power bombs him. And he's just bouncing and pounding and grounding him. There's another dropping right hands to his face, just punching life out. Stop. The crowd was chanting. He got to kind of 8 different punches and then just stopped. He's fighting with himself. Best believe Shannon wouldn't stop if he was in a position. If the shoes was on other feet, he would not stop. I don't know what oh, so he tried to go for a move on Stacks dodge, but put him out on the apron, kicked him in the midsection. And then he's backing him up, back Tony D up into the steel post, back first. Out on the apron, still fighting. He moved out of the way so Stacks sent himself into the steel post. And then Tony D throws him back into the ring. Huge running knee strike. And now Tony D with that fisherman suplex rolled up the pin. 1, 2, 2, 3. Stacks kicks out of 2. Wow, I thought that might have been it. But Luca Crucifino still has to come out and come to interference. I already know that's what's going to happen. And I see them talking to each other. It's like Stacks said something to him. Just saying, because now they talk to each other during the match. Calling the shots. Calling the spots. So they throws him up against the ropes. Steph catches it. And then throws Tony D out onto the apron. Kicking him in the head. Tony D draped over the second rope. Stacks up on the top rope and the turnbuckle. And then he stomps the back of Tony D while he was draped on the second rope. Tony D rolls out into the floor. Stacks got something up his sleeve. He got a look about him. Oh, it's normally a crowbar he has stashed right down under the ring, but it's missing. Oh, and then Tony D slams his head into the ring post. Slides into the ring, clothesline Stacks to the mat, hits the ropes, spears him. Now Tony D, I hope he doesn't have a change of heart because it costs him the match if he does that mess again. Pounding and grounding Stacks, just dropping elbows on the back of his head and shoulders and neck. Grabbing him by the chain, anything can grab it, pick him up off the mat now. Trying to hang him up on the top, the bottom rope. Stacks, somebody I made a mistake, I'm sorry. Apologize. And Tony D's still gonna stomp him out anyway. And then he plants him with his finishing move in the middle of it. And that's Luca Crucifino. I called it. I knew Luca Crucifino was going to make his presence felt during this match. I knew it. And there he is out of nowhere. I called that during the preview. And now that Tony D's got his sights set on Luca Crucifino behind his back, Stacks low blows him while the refs look in the way. I knew that was going to happen. Been watching wrestling too long to not know this was going to happen. And now running knee straight to the back of Tony D's head, and that is probably it. 1, 2, 3, ring the bell. Shannon Stacks Lorenzo for the win. The because Luca Crucifino came out there and called for respect and just make it happen. I knew it. I called that. Rewind this live stream, watch along my video. Rewind it back about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and see if I ain't called it during the preview. I was like, Luca Crucifino's gonna make his presence felt and cost Tony D the match, and that's exactly what happened. It's messed up. Knew that was gonna happen. And now Luca Crucifino in the ring with a fallen Tony D'Angelo. What's he about to do to him after that? It probably ain't gonna be nice. They ain't gonna be hugging. He acted like he's gonna go in for a hug, but Tony D stopped him right there. He's like, nope. And then he left the ring. At least there was no, violence. At least it was somewhat civil. Wow. I knew Luca Crucifino was gonna make his impact on the match. I knew it. What we got next? Let me guess. Ain't the Jordan Grace Stephanie McCure match, is it? We still got that. Obafemi and Miles Bourne and Joe Hendry, Trick Williams. Joe Hendry, Trick Williams are going to be the main event by far. That's going to be the last match of the night. So next we'll probably have Jordan Grace and Stephanie McCure. I think that's going to be the next match. Then it'll be Obafemi and Miles Bourne. And then, like I said, the last match will be Trick versus Joe. Stephanie McMahon trying to do the water spray like Triple H is filming, by the way. Hers was more like a sprinkler than a mist. Williams is showing getting prepped, warming up for his match. Yep, they just announced that's the main event. Next is going to be Jordan Grace versus Stephanie McCure. And the NXT shop commercial going on. Exactly where I got this bad boy from. And I can't stress enough, I've never paid full price for a belt in my entire life. And I ain't about to start now. Let me guess, free shipping? I knew it. That's the same deal they had Tuesday night and Friday night on NXT and SmackDown. I ain't never paid full price for a belt. Wait till Black Friday, get them on WWEshop.com. It'll be like 60% off. That's what I do. If you get them at a show where you're at a Raw or a SmackDown live event, it's going to be full price. You're going to pay an arm and a leg for the belts. Or a WWE World, for example. You get a belt there, it's going to be a ridiculously high price. If you get it on WWEshop.com, deal breaker. Or deal maker, I should say. Wow, 4 people watched at once. Thank you, guys. That makes it feel nice. Jordan Grace and Stephanie McCure next. I called that too. I knew that was the next match. Order of operations, so to speak. Let's go, Jordan Grace. I want her to win. New champion. The Just showing the preview for it now. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do that. Comment, leave some comments, like some videos, follow me on social media. See what it do. La Primera versus the Juggernaut. This is gonna be good, dude. No matter who wins this match coming up, it's gonna be good. I really want Jordan Grace to win. I'm not a fan of Stephanie carrying them horns. That's a turn off for me. She's still shucky ducky quack quack, but the horns make it like, I don't know about you. Without the horns, yeah. Booker T. That's my guy. Booker T is he cracks me up. I probably should go to the bathroom before this match. I'm trying to hold it. You know what? I'm gonna go real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Wall of Fame while I'm gone. Yeet. Back on time with it too. I tried to rush. And yes, I do wash my hands every time. So I handle my business, wash my hands. I'm back on the street. Let's go. Jordan Grace making her way to the ring. The Juggernaut. I hope it's now. She deserves it. Jordan Grace has come a long way in a short time. I didn't know she had a tattoo like that behind her ear either right now. This match is about to be hard hit. They're about to make it look good because they look good while they look good wrestling. Like I said, them horns from second here though, man. That's a turn off for me. I can't help it. She still look good. She still fine AF. Man, not a fan of these horns. Last women's match of the night. Trying to read her face and see if she's gonna win. Most of the time I can read face. Oh, who is that? That's that new person, Delia. I've never heard of her before tonight when she was talking to Ava and Jordan Grace behind the scenes. Delia. I still don't know who she is. I've never heard of her before ever. If I'm gonna look it up while I'm Delia. 1 fall. Let's go. My pick. That's what I'm pulling for. Yes, sir. She might be losing. I see it in her face, man. Normally, I can tell, especially with the ladies, they should have emotions a little bit more than the guys do. They know who's gonna win, who's gonna lose before they go out there. Especially in a big match like this when your title is up for the line. Most of the time, I can read their faces. Crowd chanting up the mirror, but it don't matter. Jordan's gonna take this. Ring the bell. Here we go. I'm gonna say it now before we get started. Shucky ducky quack quack. As the handshake show of respect before we get started. I like that. Nice show of respect to start us out. I like that. Collar elbow tie. Hammer lock applied. Jordan Grace counters it with an arm. Finish the arm. Stephanie McCure muscles and athletically gets out of it. Shoulder tackle that Stephanie puts her on the mat. Jordan Grace working on that left arm. Got her in a hammer lock. Stephanie McCure finishes her way out of it. Back and forth they go to fill each other out. And then Jordan Grace puts her face on the mat. Arm drag from Stephanie McCure. Shoulder tackle from Jordan. On back to the left arm of Stephanie. Stephanie McCure back to her feet. Count the move, down the side hip lock. Puts Jordan on the ground. Counter, counter, counter. Farmer's carry applied by Jordan Grace. McCure spots out. Moves up on their one count. Back and forth with the pin and predicaments. They're going. Another pin attempt from Stephanie McCure. And they get a 2 count on Jordan. Countering each other's move. That last move, Jordan kind of slipped a little bit off the footing. NXT, NXT, NXT. collar elbow tap. Jordan Grace will win a collar elbow tap every time. She's got a power strength advantage over Stephanie. She backs into the corner. Clean break. Nope. She tries to knife edge chop. Stephanie moves and chops in the chest instead. Hits the ropes. Hurricane Rana. Nope. Rolls Jordan up into a 2 count. Snap suplex from Steph. She hits the ropes. Tries for a 619. Jordan ducks. Side slam. Applied. Kill. Now she's going for that one move that makes Booker T go crazy. They made so many memes out of this move right here. Oh, but Jordan Grace rolls out of it. She studied that before. And now she's got her up in the electric chair on the outside of the ring. And she drops her, flat back onto the announcer's table right in front of Booker T. And then Jordan Grace is just looking at Booker T now like, what were you going to say? And she seemed like this, like she knew it was coming and should have down. Jordan Grace controls over here. Throws a abdomen and hip first into the barricade. And throws it back into the ring. Jordan Grace rolls in after. Tries to pin Steph. 1, 2, 2, sweep. Gets kicked out of 2. Book, man. Book fired up. This is a Boston Crab she's trying for. Yeah, she's got Victoria in a Boston Crab in the middle of the ring. Booker T mad because Jordan Grace eyeballed her with that move happening outside the ring. Victoria getting to the bottom rope to break that Boston Crab. Now she finally releases it. Victoria back to the bottom turnbuckle. Grace picks her up off. Puts her up in a promise carry. Oh, and then she sends her head first into the turnbuckle twice. And Stephanie here counters it into a sleeper hold. Jordan bats her into the turnbuckle, trying to release that sleeper. Killed it twice, probably breaks the hold. And then drops her flat back on the mat. She had her wearing like a book bag and then dropped her on the mat. Stephanie Carroll again back in the corner. Jordan Grace right forearm to her cheek. Howard Swift rebounds her back to the corner, back first, and then slams her right there in front of the turnbuckle. And then tries to drop a splash, but Victoria moved out of the way. Oh, and then she kicks Grace in the head. Snap to the chest. Jordan Grace while Victoria's on the top rope. Chopped her again. While Stephanie Victoria still perched on the top rope. Victoria counters it. And then she hangs her up on the top rope while she's got her submission applied. Victoria out on the apron. Springboard. Moonsault on a springboard crossbody to Jordan Grace. And then eat the feet. Running clothesline into the corner on Jordan Grace. And then she just rubbing the bottom of her foot just 3 times across the chin and face of Jordan Grace. And then for the sting, Meteora. Definitely Victoria in control of Jordan Grace from now. Oh, side slam. And now she's going to do that move that makes people go crazy, especially Booker T. Every time she hits him, ah, ah. Googly moogly. That move though, yeah, that's nice looking every time she does it. Very nice. One, two, two, three. Jordan Grace kicks out of two. Not like that, Booker. Definitely could try something big. Jordan Grace trying to not let it happen. Counters it. Tries to step over into another Boston Crab. The Cure's fighting it. Kicks Jordan Grace in the face twice. Three times. Breaks the hold. Jordan Grace kicks her in the midsection. Goes out onto the apron. Counters that right forearm with a slap. Jumps back into the ring. Clothesline from the Cure had no effect on Jordan Grace. It's like she hit a tree. Ducks the clothesline from Jordan. Jordan Grace with a spine buster. Now, double underhook. What kind of move is Jordan Grace planning right here? Power bomb. One, two, two, three. The Cure kicked out at two. Yep, crowd chanting, this is awesome. I knew that was coming. These ladies have been going at it. Now Jordan Grace picking the Cure up off the mat again. Tries for a finish. The Cure elbows to the side of the face, trying to break it. Oh, a huge, strong clothesline to the front and back with Stephanie the Cure. Jordan Grace showing off that juggernaut mentality. Oh, German suplex from the Cure to Grace. And then she hits her with a DDT. One, two, two, three. Jordan Grace kicks out at two. They've gone through the ringer and back on this match. The only thing they hit each other with yet is their finisher. Oh, a huge running forearm to the corner on Grace. Tries the Irish whip, but Grace holding on. Counters it, pushes her away. Sends Stephanie out onto the apron. Punches her in the side of the head, then goes to the top rope. Oh, a huge uppercut stops her on the top rope. Jordan Grace now going up to the second rope. While Stephanie McGill's on the top rope, sitting there. Oh, she's what did the five fingers say to Stephanie McGill? Slap 3 times. Superplex on deck. Jordan Grace with a superplex on Stephanie McGill. Boom. And she doesn't release it. And then freaking Falcon's arrow or something. One, two, two, three. Stephanie McGill kicked out of two. Jackhammer. Yeah, she then released that superplex and then hit her with another move as soon as the impact came. Crowd chanting, this is awesome again. Jordan Grace now trying for a power bomb. Bakir counters it. Rolls her up. One, two, two, three. Jordan Grace kicks out at two. And now she's got her in the submission. One, two. Stephanie Bakir kicked out at two. And then double underhooks Jordan Grace. She gets out of it. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, and finisher by Jordan Grace's counter into a 2 count by Stephanie McGill, who hits the ropes and then jumps in, counter, 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 back and forth with the counters. trying for a tombstone power driver. Stephanie McCure gets out of it, rolls her up again. 1, 2. Well, not even a 2. That was just the 1. Jordan Grace kicked out. Now back and forth, they're just slugging it out in the middle of the ring. Oh, a huge super kick that Jordan Grace sends her out into the apron. Yeah, pretty much even the match. Still. Stephanie McCure out onto the apron now while Jordan Grace on the floor. Jordan Grace puts her up in the fireman's carry. And then, oh, Stephanie McCure countered it and sent Jordan Grace through the barricade. Jordan Grace was trying to slam Stephanie McCure through the barricade. Stephanie McCure countered it and pushed her through it instantly. Wow. Here it is. Good grief. That was the sound of her going through the barricade. Now Stephanie McCure throws Jordan Grace back into the ring. Slides in her circle. About to hit the finisher. Nails it. Yeah. That might be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, even I thought it was it. 2. Sweet. Jordan Grace kicked out at 2. I don't see how, but she did. Going through the barricade and the finisher from Vakira, and she still kicked out. That's resiliency and toughness, to say the least. But I knew Jordan Grace had that. I've seen her in NXT and TNA before now. Now Vakira trying for another finisher. Jordan Grace is fighting it, trying to make it not happen. Punch to the midsection, chops in the chest. Now going forearm for forearm, right? Forearm from Stephanie, forearm from Jordan. Like Gay and Stephanie, Boo and Jordan. Every time they go shot for shot. Oh, spinning backhand, spinning back fist. Stephanie reeled in the corner, moved out of the way from Jordan. Now she's got wrenched the leg of Jordan Grace while she was up on the second rope. Stephanie McCure now. Planning her next attack. Goes to the top rope. Jordan Grace already back up, stopping her in the tracks. Stephanie McCure kicks her off. Club to the back of Stephanie McCure. Jordan Grace on the top rope with him. What is about to happen? A back body drop. Stephanie McCure counters. She punches her in the face, trying to make some separation. The head buster. And then punches her off. Jordan Grace flat back on the ring. Stephanie McCure on the top rope. Is there a moonsault? A corkscrew moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Stephanie McCure for the win. Not how I wanted it to end, but we're all winners in the end because that was a hell of a match. Wow. Yeah, that was huge. The replay on all the highlights. That corkscrew moonsault. That's what did it in. Dang. Dang, Jordan. Next time. That was just the first title match that she joined NXT, so not a bad album. I forget this girl's name. It's a ring spot right there. Name with the pink highlights in my head. I still don't know nothing about that person before tonight. Even after tonight, I still don't know their name. I have to go back and look at the first hour and see. Another fun fact about me, I overshare. I've been told I don't overshare, but as much as I be posting stuff, especially on Snapchat, when I go to a lot of events, it'll be like 200 something snaps shared in a night time. Anyway, I feel like I'm overshooting. But like the song says, let's give them something to talk about. That's why I overshare. So people like to run their mouth whether you're doing good or bad. I'll give them something to talk about. That's why I post them. Overshare on Facebook. They're gonna talk about me regardless. I just give them fuel for the fire, so to speak. And it be good stuff, not like I'm out doing anything bad. Minding my own business, trying to keep my head above water. So I enjoy him to getting ready for his match, getting his mind right. Next, we got the Miles Bourne over Fumi match. Sarah Scriber, what she got? What's next? Ricky Saints. Impromptu interview by Ricky Saints right now. And then this is not on the card. This is not scheduled. His taunts kind of different. It took some getting used to with him. Let's give him something to talk about. I'll carry stuff with any reason to talk anytime. Subscribe to them. Sucking at me quack quack. Right. Exactly. We're all tired of Ethan Page. I hope makes sense to things. Ethan Page don't no title ever. For the North American Championship. Who's this? Somebody's on blind side. Ethan Page. He saw him coming. Thank you. And laid him down before he could strike. Yes. I'm so glad he saw him coming and didn't get blindside. Coward. Can't stand Ethan Page. Punk. That's what you get. Now security when you come out here. I'm so glad. Oh, Ricky Saints on the top rope. He jumps on all of them. He jumps on all of them. The security guard and Ethan Page. There was like 4 security guards surrounding Ethan Page. He laid all of them out. Ethan Page is the worst. Can't stand it, dude. I'm so glad Ricky Saints saw him coming and put him in his place before he could pull a cowardly act and attack him behind his back. Next, the NXT Championship match between Oba Femi and Miles Boone. My heart wants to go with Miles Bourne, but my mind's telling me Oba. But at the same time, you got to factor in no quarter catch crew. They could come out there and interfere with the match, cause shenanigans. They're a faction. That's what they do. What's that girl that quarter catch crew? Her name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't call it. It's not Bradley Weeks. we go. Big fight field. How far make his way to the ring? Is he going to be alone, or is no further catch still going to be a ring soon? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, how he struts to the ring, walking to the beat of his music. That is a monster of a family, boy. I mean, I know Booker T is about to be like, no bread, no water, just me. I love Booker T, man. I called it too. No bread, no water, just me. One fall. What these are North Carolina play too. Ooh, ooh. So it's all about tonight. This right here. This is the old one. This is the 2.0 belt, but it's still the same thing that they're battling for right now in the ring. About to be at least. Fun fact: this is my favorite belt out of all the three that I own. It cost me the most. Ring the bell, and it weighs the most. Collar elbow tie to start us out. Of course, Obafemi's gonna run that test the streak every time. Clean break. Yep, clean break. Another collar elbow tie. Backs him up in the corner. Tom Osborne escapes. the title. It shoves him into the corner. Osborne kicks him in the midsection, puts him inside headlock. Overfemi pushes him off, backs him off the ropes. Now ducks his big boot, gets out of that hole, and then power and strength more on display for Overfemi as he just pushes him, throws him into the corner. Now, Tyler leads to the midsection by Open. Iris whips him, tries a hip toss, arm, no counter by Miles. Another counter by Miles. Drop kicks Overfemi, brings him down to a knee. Let him rock Overfemi. It shows on his face. Now Overfemi's that kind of ticked him off because now he's got him back up in the corner. Punched the midsection, punched the face back to the midsection. Irish whips him from one corner to the next. Miles Moore slides out of it. Woohoo, shoulder tackle, puts him on the mat. Overfemi just dictating the floor of the match so far. Backs him up into the corner. Shoulders to the midsection of the board. Osborne trying to fight back, clubbing him in the back. Right forearm. Tries to kick in the midsection. It integrates instead. Integrate. Hits the ropes. Tries for a crossbody. Overfemi catches him and throws him into the corner back first. Overfemi now putting Miles Moore on the top rope. Miles Moore hits him with a right forearm, kicks him away. Off the second rope with a crossbody, drops Overfemi. Now, Miles Moore trying for a suplex. Nope. Overfemi counters it, hangs him up on the top rope. Overfemi trying for a suplex on Miles Moore. A stalling suplex, and then it drops him with authority and over. Goes for the penitent. One. Only a one count on Miles Moore. Now he's mounting him, pounding the ground, dropping right, pointing hands right to the forehead. Punching him right in the forehead 3 or 4 times. Crowd chanting, no. Oh, punch the midsection by Miles. Overfemi closes him on the back, shuts it down. Putting all his weight on Miles Moore, using the ropes for leverage. Punch the midsection by Bourne, pull to the back by Hoover. Once again, Donker just literally walking over Miles Bourne just then. Throws him up against the ropes, rebounds, clubs him in the back of the head. Back in kick to the midsection by Bourne. Punches him in the face. He's trying to fight back, another punch, but then a huge right punch puts Miles Bourne back on the mat. Now leads to the midsection of Miles Bourne. 4 or 5 of them. And then a Uranagi, a backbreaker planted Miles Bourne. 1, 2, 2, 3. Bourne kicks out of 2. Kick to the back of Miles Bourne. About to attempt another suplex. Oh, but instead he drops him flat on the mat. Belly first. Oh, punch to miss. So, Overfemi kicks him in the chest. Shuts down. Overfemi still controlling the match. Having to play with Miles Bourne, slamming him down the mat. Or just ragdoll. Oh, a standing drop kick. Plants Overfemi. Okay. That created some separation. That gave him a opening. Uranagi, back break. Now he's just stretching him out on the knee, like working him out. Now he's going trying to fight back, trying to break that hold. How he gets back to his feet vertical. Oh, but then gets clothesline back to the right. When a dude try to take your head off like that, don't feel too good. Upper finger grip his elbow pad up. Second to an uppercut, but Miles Bourne dodges it and puts the sleeper hold on. Next, Miles Bourne up into the corner, braces the sleeper hold. He puts it back on. And he backs him up into the turnbuckle again to break that sleeper hold again. Overfitting out onto the apron now. Picks Miles Bourne up. Like they're trying to suplex him from the inside of the ring out. Miles Bourne counters twice. Then drop kicks Overfitting onto the apron, out onto the floor. Miles Bourne, head full steam, hits the ropes, tries for a suicide dive, but meets a right elbow from Overfitting instead. Over now picks him up in a good gorilla slam, press slam, and then drops him on his knees. One, two, two, three. From the military press slam to his knees. One motion. Miles Bourne is in a submission hold by Overfitting. Overfitting down to a red shingle. Miles Bourne back to his feet now. Elbows to the good, trying to make that hold get broken. Overfitting clubs in the back, tries for a side slam, gets countered. Oh, Miles Bourne stepped out of the way and Overfitting went elbow, shoulder first into the ring post. Now, Femi and getting drilled by those right punches from Miles Bourne who hits the ropes, and then missile drop kicks, pop up missile drop kick, sends Femi out onto the floor. Miles Bourne hits the ropes and does a huge move over the top rope, moonsault, laying down Femi on the floor. Turning point of the match right there. This is the best shot at beating Femi right there after that. Now, back in the ring, Miles Bourne on top rope. Femi reeling. Hits him with a jumping forearm off the top rope. One, two, three. Femi kicks out at two. And now he's got him in a bear hug, but Femi breaks that quick like Miles Bourne counter, back and forth with the counters. Oh, a snap suplex. One, two, three. Now a snap suplex with a spin and slam. Somebody said dude looked like Randy Orton. Miles Bourne, that is. Oh, Femi got him by the throat. Now it's going with forearms, for a moonsault. Femi rolled out the way. Got him up in a fireman's carry. Oh, and then Miles Bourne countered it and then dropped both feet to the chest. And then the standing moonsault. But Femi got him by the throat and choke slams him in the middle of the ring hard. One, two, three. Bourne kicks out of two. Femi trying for a move. Miles Bourne dodged it, got him in a waist lock. Femi breaks that waist lock, backs him up into the corner. Arm grabs him, but Miles Bourne keeps it connected and hits him with a DT. Back to the top rope goes Miles Bourne. Femi flat back on the mat. What's going to be a moonsault? No, he had to roll through because Femi rolled out the way. And then the pop up power bomb. Miles rolled it out. One, two, sweet. And that ticked Femi off because he hit him hard with that elbow. Forearm. And then he splashed him in the corner, but Miles Bourne caught him and it's just German suplex Femi in the middle of the ring. Wow. Now back to the top rope. Miles Bourne's going. Frog splash. One, two, sweet. Femi kicks out at two. Right hands back and forth, exchanging right hands in the middle of the ring now. Punch for punch. Femi gets the boos. Miles Bourne gets the yes. Or the ooh. Clothesline by two Femi. Oh, right forearm to Miles Bourne. Flips the clothesline. Another drop kick from Miles Bourne. Planted Femi. Miles Bourne hits the ropes. And a huge pop-up uppercut by Femi. Now he picks him up off the mat immediately. He's going to try for that. He just pounded his chest and sitting up for that pop-up powerbomb. Yep, that powerbomb. That's the beginning of the end. That might be it. One, two, sweet. Wow, I can't believe Miles Bourne kicked out after that. Normally that puts him down. Wow. Femi has won so many matches with powerbomb. Now Miles Bourne in the corner. Obafemi comes in there with a European uppercut, running uppercut. Does it twice. He might be going too well too many times, trying it a third time. Yep, Miles Bourne countered, rolled him up. One, two, two, scream. Obafemi kicked out of two. Miles Bourne. Oh, just got his head closed on off almost. Dang. Stop that momentum quick. Obafemi. Oh, power throw. Oh, Miles Bourne across the ring. And then that pop-up power bomb, that signature move. And then he picks Miles Bourne up. He hits him with it again. He's about to, for good measure. Oh, another power bomb. That is really it. One, two, three. Ring the bell. Obafemi for the win. Ooh. I was kind of low-key wanting Obafemi to win, though. Like I said at the beginning of the match, my heart was going for Miles Bourne, but my brain was going for Obafemi. He turned him inside out with the clothesline, and they tried to put him through the mat with those power bombs. Good. This match, hey, Miles Bourne hung in there. He had a really good outing. Like, he showed what he was capable of. But that was Obafemi. Ooh, ooh. But now Obafemi's got to worry about Jasper Troy, the monster. I can't wait till they face off. Wow. Get him out of this. I'm trying to embrace her and somehow like her, even though I have these feelings where I don't like her. But it's tough for me to do that because she seemed like she would be so ratchet. She's probably like the sweetest person I ever know if I did know. But she just gave off those vibes. And still go NXT champion over Fendi. Yes, sir. You know, I wish I could go to Atlanta, Georgia for Saturday night's main event this coming July, but I don't know if I'm gonna turn up for that one. It's a 6 hour drive one way. I have to get a hotel. All right, results from the night. Phil Ruka defeated Kalani Jordan to retain. Tank and Josh Briggs defeated the Cullen. Stacks defeated Tanks D'Angelo. Stacks defeated Tony D'Angelo thanks to Luka. Wow, we got to interrupt because something's happening in the back. Jordan Grace. No, that ain't Jordan Grace. Somebody talking to Stephanie McCure. And there's different girls arguing behind them. I think that's still, yeah, that's still Fallon Henley and JC Jane. Oh, JC Jane just slapped Stephanie McCure. Yo, cat fight, cat fight. Dang, that just exploded, escalated so quick. Yeah, for real, man. I had to take my glasses off because I was like, man, that's some action. We got some action in the back in the arena somewhere. what's going to happen on NXT this coming Tuesday night. To start the show out, it's going to be the North American Championship between Ricky Stanks and Ethan Page. Please let Ricky Stanks win. Don't let Ethan Page win no belt. You need to go and get it. Crawl back under the rope and let you pain for him. Oh, yeah, season 1 winner Jasper Troy makes his in-ring debut. I'm looking forward to that. The monster. Tatum Paxley versus Jada Parker. That'll be a good match. I'm looking forward to that the most out of everything they've announced so far. Miss Parker just don't know. And then it's Mike Santana versus Tavion Heights. That's going to be good too, though. Okay. Mike Santana on NXT now. Let's go. I like Mike Santana. But now we got the main event of tonight, which is the TNA World Championship. Joe Hendry versus Treat Williams. Wow, what a match we got set for right now. After everything leading up to this night, this is going to be a good one. They're showing the preview of it right now. Narrated by AJ Styles. Say his name. You don't need to lose it, especially not no Treat Williams. They're showing people live reacting to his appearance at the Royal Rumble. That's why I'm doing these live reaction videos myself now. And so hopefully I'll see my face up there on one of those videos and it hype my podcast up more. They show people live reacting to moments. I'm trying to be one of those people. For sure. Maybe I'll get there one day. I keep on hustling like I've been doing 130 videos in 2 months. I'm making moves to get 3 months. I've been doing this 3 months because I started March 1st. Of course, they're going to replay what happened this past Tuesday on NXT with the rap performance and the concert. I like Trent Williams, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather Joe Hendry win this. He's been too far to lose to a Trent Williams and take the title to the NXT. Is that it? Yeah, we're off to the match. Off to the races. Who's that's in the ringside? Between Paula Silva, president of TNA. I never knew that. So now we're gonna get pictures See if I see him in real life. I know he looked like. I thought it was Shawn Michaels at first. Wolf that trick. 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 Oh yeah, man. That trick. book book of two is a trip, man. Wolf that trick. 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 There we go. That's still my favorite part. Fan interaction. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joey Great. I believe in Joey Great. They love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joey Great. I believe in Joey Great. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, so prestigious. Whoa. Yeah, that's my guy. That's why I did the spin early when I came on the podcast tonight. If you notice, I would have my back turned and I did the turn like he does. One fall. Woo, big match. Big match. Yes, sir. We believe. We believe. First time a TNA championship has ever been defended on WWE programming. Ring the bell. Let's go. This is history making right here, man. Crowd is going crazy right now, bro. as they should be. I would be if I was there. TNA, 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 TNA. Just dancing around, filling each other out, still really getting the match. Now they face to face. Oh, pie face from Trick. Knife edge chop from Joe Hendry. Clotheslines Trick over the top rope to the floor. Oh, Joe Hendry goes over the top rope and jumps on Trick to the floor, taking him down. Taking the early advantage, getting the upper hand quick. We believe, we believe. He rolls Trick in the ring, rolls in himself. European uppercut. Irish whip counter by Trick. Rebounds him with a knee to the midsection. Pie faces Joe again. Hits the ropes. Joe Hendry goes behind him and then shoulder tackles. Trick to the mat. Front face lock. Joe Hendry going for that stalling suplex. I already know. Yep. Got Trick in the air. He's still holding him there. And then he finally drops him to the mat. Tries to pin him. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Trick kicks out of two. Trick working on the left arm. Joe working on the left arm of Trick. Drops to the mat. Got him in a submission. Headlock on the mat. Trick finally back to a vertical face. Punches Joe in the midsection. Hits the ropes. Joe ducks under. Tries for a crossbody. Trick catches him. And hits him with a fall away slam. And then Trick Williams kips up after that. And then does the Joe Hendry turnaround. Imitating Joe Hendry. Oh, and then hit him with a Uranagi. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Joe Hendry kicked out at 2. Trick goes out onto the apron, climbing to the top rope. Joe Hendry saw him kip up and stop him. Now he's up on the second rope while Trick's on the top. Oh, and he does a fall away slam from the second rope to Trick. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Trick Williams kicks out at 2. Working on the left arm of Trick Williams. Irish whip countered by Trick. 1, 2. Joe Hendry got a 2 count attempt on pin on Trick. Another pin attempt only gets 2 count on Trick again. Rolls through, working the arm. Nope, goes for another pin. Only 2 on Trick again. Oh, refused boot to the face of Joe Hendry. Stop that momentum quick. Pie faces Joe Hendry again. That's the third time he's pie facing. Now he punched him. Drop shank, we believe, trying to hype Joe Hendry back up. And he hits Trick with a European uppercut, right fist from Trick. Oh, uppercut from Trick. Now they're going uppercut for uppercut, shot for shot in the middle of the ring. You hear him saying, yeah for Joe, boo for Trick. 3 European uppercuts. Trick shuts it down with a knee to the midsection. And then he hits him with a Booker T type scissor kick. And then he's about to do the spinneroonie like Booker T. Like Trick Williams is taking new pages out of Booker T's book right now. First the scissor kick, now the spinneroonie. And then Joe Hendry catches him with a rock bottom. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Trick kicks out of 2. Joe Hendry, 5-4 fallaway slam. Trick countered it, drops him to the mat. Oh, and then a kick to the chest, another pump kick to the chest of Joe Hendry. Now he's got him up in a fireman's carry. And then he hits him with a falcon arrow. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Joe Hendry kicked out at 2. Trick Williams going up to the second row. Joe Hendry back to his feet. He tries for a crossbody. Joe Hendry catches him, rolls through, picks him up, showing all this power and toughness, puts him up in the fireman's carry, and then drops him to the mat with a huge slam. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Trick Williams kicked out. Joe Hendry trying to hype himself up by punching himself in the chest a couple times. And then Trick Williams throws him out the ring onto the floor. Irish whip. Oh, Joe Hendry went flying into the steel steps. Trick putting the boots for him on the outside of the ring. Picks up the steel steps. What's he going to do with them? It's not that kind of match, I think. Well, he moved them to like about the announce table. They didn't show it was off camera. Trick threw Joe back into the ring. Crowd chanting, we want to mocking Joe Hendry some more. Right. Fist to the face of Joe Hendry, make it 2 of them. Right up against the wall, make it 4, 5, 6 of them. 7. Oh, and then they ended it with an uppercut. Trick Williams Irish whips him to the corner. Joe Hendry comes out of it, tries to close line. Trick ducks it with a turn knee to the midsection. And then a neck breaker. 1, 2, 2, squeeze. Joe Hendry kicked out at 2. Freaking control the match for now. Has Joe Hendry. Irish whips him into the corner. Knife edge chop go woo on Joe Hendry's chest. Trick Irish whips him to the opposite corner. Follows it up with another Irish whip. Nope. Joe Hendry counters it. Hits him with a nope. Clothesline evaded by Trick. He hits him with another neck break. 1, 2, 2, squeeze. Joe Hendry kicks out at 2. Submission applied by Trick in the middle of the ring. Working the neck and head of Joe Hendry. Hendry back to his feet. Remains back to the mat. Crowd trying to get Joe Hendry back into this thing. Now he's definitely back to his feet, powering out of this move into a suplex to remove the hold. Both men flat back in the middle of the ring. Hendry dodged the attack, punches Trick twice in the face, 5 times. Irish whips into the ropes, clotheslines Trick. Picks him up, all the way slam. Yes, sir. And then he's going to kip up and do that vintage Joe Hendry turnaround. Yes, sir. And that is the beginning of the end. Calling for the standing ovation now. Trick Williams countered it. Tried for a scissor kick. He countered that. This time, Joe Hendry gets him up and muscles him down for the standing ovation. 1, 2, 2, sweet, because Trick got his foot on the bottom leg. Joe got a bruise on his rib, on his side right there. Like, oh, and now he's got him up in the fireman's carry. The attitude adjustment. He tried for AA, but Trick countered it with a huge kick to the face. Now Trick Williams tried to clothesline Joe, but gets tossed over the top rope onto the floor. Now Joe Hendry. Oh, Trick Williams, he trips him up and he goes head first into the steel steps. Now Trick picks him up and goes the way he set those steel steps up by the announcer's table. He's about to try for a rock bottom. He rock bottomed Joe Hendry through the announce table. Wow. Table halfway broke. It didn't break all the way. Dang. It was a Uranagi, but it was Uranagi rock bottom, same deal. And now Trick Williams back in the ring with a trick shot on Joe Hendry. What? 1, 2, 2. Sweet! Joe Hendry kicked out at 2. Even after the Uranagi through the table, followed by a trick shot, Joe Hendry kicked out anyway. Shows that resiliency, that fight from Joe Hendry that he's always had. Now Trick Williams setting up his next big move. Let's see how playing. Rolls out of the ring. Grabs the title belt. Again, it's not that kind of match. If he uses that, he'll get confused. The ref is like, hey man, you can't use that. What do you got? What are you doing? And then behind the ref's back, Joe Hendry rolls him up. 1, 2, 2, 3. Now Joe Hendry, stand ovation. Oh, behind the ref's back, Trick raked his eyes. And then, oh, flatlines him on the belt. Oh, last Joe Hendry had landed head first on the title. And now another trick shot. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Trick Williams for the win. And the new TNA champion. What did I just see? Wow. Oh, wow. I cannot believe what I just saw. Wow. The first time the TNA championship defending on a WWE Premium Live event, and a new champion is crowned. Wow. Unbelievable. I never saw that coming. Yeah. Whoa, that straight. Whoa, that straight. Unbelievable. Even my buddy's like, the F just happened. God, what in the world? What kind of match? That was insane. That is crazy, though. Unbelievable. I can't. I never thought that would have happened. I thought for sure Joe Hendry was going to retain. Wow. Everybody in the crowd, you see them holding their head, just jaw drop, just like I am at home. Like, wow. Dang. Wow. Wow. Even the president of TNA is looking like, really? That just happened? At this point, a belt from NXT needs to go to TNA then. Wow. Unbelievable. What an end to a battleground. Well, guys, that is it for me. I'm mind blown at the result of the main event from tonight. Comment what you think about what you just saw because I am speechless. Don't forget, hit that bell if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel. While you're up there, go through the vast library of content I put out these past 3 months, liking and commenting as you see fit on those videos, and follow me on all the social media accounts. All the links are on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your continued support and love that you've shown me through these podcasts. I'm gonna go in here and try to collect my thoughts after what I just saw and get me something. I'll see you here later tonight for a live watch along of WWE 2K25 gameplay, and again tomorrow night for the WWE Monday Night Raw watch along. God bless you all. Be good or be good at it. Peace.